This is Ken Smith reminding you it happened today, April 12th. But the year was 1861. The first shot fired by the Confederacy on Fort Sumter in South Carolina began the American Civil War on this day, 1861. It was on this day that North Carolina legislature passes anti-Ku Klux Klan laws, 1869. The Jesse James gang robs a bank in Columbia, Kentucky on this day. One was killed. They stole $1,500 from the bank on this day, 1872. The first law requiring medical tests for marriage licenses in the United States was in New York on this day, 1938. It was on this day that President Franklin Roosevelt dies in office and Vice President Harry Truman is sworn in as the 33rd United States president. Roosevelt's death shocked the world, especially as the Allies were mere weeks away from victory over Germany in World War II. Roosevelt was the first and only president to have served 4 terms as president. It would be the 22nd Amendment to the American Constitution, 1959, that limited presidents to 2 terms. Roosevelt died 82 days into his 4th term. And what was the sensation on this day? It was Bill Haley and the Comets' Rock Around the Clock, 1954. Polio vaccine was tested by Jonas Salk, and on this day it was announced to be safe and effective and given full approval by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Over 6,000 children had been struck in 1954 with polio. It was on this day that Douglas MacArthur declines an offer to become the baseball commissioner, 1961. It was the same year that Russian cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin becomes the first person to orbit Earth. He states that he did not see heaven on this day, 1961. It was on this day, 1980, that the U.S. Olympic Committee endorses a boycott of the Moscow Olympic Games, 1980. Sonny and Cher, sensational entertainers, divorced. Whatever happened to Sonny? Well, on this day in 1988, he was elected mayor of Palm Springs, California. It was on this day in 1992 that Disneyland Paris opened in France. It was the same year, 1992, that Donald Trump's Trump Shuttle Airlines becomes U.S. Air Shuttle, 1992. It was on this day, 2013, a man-made 32-foot tall, 60-ton monument dating back to 2000 BC is discovered in the Sea of Galilee. It was on this day, 2015. Hillary Clinton announces she will run for the Democratic nominee for U.S. president for the second time. It was 2020. Pope Francis calls for the world to be united in the face of COVID-19 as he delivers his Easter message from an empty St. Peter's Cathedral in Rome. It will be repeated again in 2021. And so there's good news and bad news, confusing news. Behind it all is the good news that this is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is Ken Smith reminding you it happened today, April 12th.